right, you guys ready for this tequila shot?
Yeah.
This is the Apoco signature tequila.
What's in this again?
This is sour apple pucker, watermelon pucker, and tequila with chamoy rim, obviously, and tajin.
Okay. What kind of tequila?
It's Jimador. I wasn't gonna bring the
Oh
good
yeah,
stuff.
that's my
Let's be
favorite.
honest.
No.
Let's be honest. I'm not gonna waste that much money on this. Just kidding.
So it's
I'm
not
gonna
straight
pick
tequila then.
No, but it's liqueur. It's all alcohol.
Oh, okay.
I'm such a fucking white person. I said liqueur, hella like.
Have you tried them pepino shots?
No.
Pretty
From
fun.
where? The little balls?
I don't think they have them here.
Is it the little balls?
No, I've had them at like. Here we go again.
Don't test me. Don't test me, because I will go out and find all this.
Not here in Wichita though. But yeah.
So, do you want to introduce our guest? You're my co-host. So if everybody doesn't know, Orlando's supposed to be our co-host, but he's acting real brand new.
Yeah, I mean, I was brought in last minute, so it's
It was
like,
not last minute. We've been talking about this for a while. It's not last minute.
Yeah, it was last minute. She lied.
That's not a lie.
So we got Northside Jay from Wichita, Kansas, the north side to be
sir.
exact.
Yes, sir.
He's so Northside. He went to North High School. Doesn't live on J Block though. Doesn't live on J Block.
No.
He came from Wellington Street. So that says a lot.
Grew up over there.
That tells you exactly what kind of
I don't know
Northsider
nothing
he is.
about Northside,
Just kidding.
the north side Wichita, so.
That's like right there in the hood.
Like right at the heart.
Yeah.
You're at the heart of
Wellington is? Or
That whole area is really
Yeah,
the heart.
Wellington. You know where they have
I would say
taco truck?
Rosenthal, Waco, Jackson,
It's
Park Place.
Wellington.
Right there off at 21st, that midsection, I would say.
like
is-
by Evergreen Park?
No,
No?
that's too far.
There's
out
like the
there.
taco
That's too
spot
far,
right there
she
on the
said.
corner on 21st and the laundromat. They have like dollar tacos right there, and it's
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
los tacos, pollo
Dollar
dorado.
Yeah.
Oh,
Pollo
okay,
dorado.
okay, yeah.
El
I
pollo
know what you're talking
dorado.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, dollar tacos. Look at you getting informed.
Yeah.
Look at you supporting
Used
the
to go there
local.
every day.
Don't
Man,
support
sure.
Adrian's tacos. Hell no. Those shits will have you shitting for the next 2 weeks. You don't want to eat that shit. Just kidding. If they're $1,
shit.
they're worth it.
That's
So
funny.
we are gonna play a game, and it's called 10 seconds, and you're gonna have 10 seconds to reply to my question in Spanish. Okay? Who wants to go first?
Northside Jay.
Don't matter.
Northside
Northside
Jay.
Jay
matter.
going first.
Okay, let me get my phone ready because I guess I need 10 seconds on here. Okay, Northside.
Yes,
Can I call you
ma'am.
NJ?
Nah.
He's like, nah, bitch.
That
Calm the fuck
don't
down.
sound right. That don't sound
Okay,
right.
Northside.
Northside Jay.
No, I
Or
can't do
just
that.
Jay.
I'm
Just Jay.
Jay. Can you name 3 fruits in Spanish?
Plátano, manzana, naranja.
Look at you go. You did it
Yeah.
before the alarm. That is so good. Miguel was having a hard time. Maybe I should go back to 5 seconds.
He said plátano. I would have said banana.
Shoot.
Banana. That's right.
I would have
That's
said
right. I
banana.
would have said banana too. I wouldn't have said plátano, but that's a good one. Way to go. Okay, Orlando, are you ready?
Same thing or what?
Same thing, different question. Same shit, different toilet.
Okay, go ahead.
Name 3 things a Mexican what carries at all time.
Damn. That's a good one. I don't know.
You have to name 3 things. What do you wear? What do you carry?
Okay.
You're late. Sorry, my bad. You lost. You lost. You could have
I know.
said. You could have.
I was about to say
a
pistola.
cross,
That's
a
exactly what I was thinking about. I was like, I always got mine on me. Shoot.
Yeah, so I was gonna say a cross would probably be something.
He's lying.
No, there's no gun violence here. We don't promote
Nah,
that.
nah,
Not at all. We don't promote that.
Yeah.
We're like the Teletubbies here.
Yeah.
We promote love.
It's talking about water gun.
A water gun. You could have said a cross, which you have
Yeah,
on your
yeah.
chain, or
you're
a
right.
chain.
Yeah.
You could have also done botas. Most Mexicans wear botas. I don't know if you wear botas. Do
You said
wear
carry though.
botas? Oh, carry. Fuck no.
Yeah, it's a whole. Yeah.
Their wallet. Duh.
Yeah.
They carry
yeah.
their wallet.
You're right. You're right.
They carry some hot sauce if they're Mexican like that.
Valentina, some tajin.
Some tapatio, the little, what is it called? The mini ones, the mini bottles. Have you
I
seen
don't
those
do
or the
tapatio
packages?
though.
No, I'm talking about the tajin.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the little ones.
The little
Well,
packages.
do you guys do tapatio or Valentina?
I do Valentina.
Valentina.
Fuck tapatio.
Cool.
I don't be
Cool.
doing that.
Cool. Yeah.
Who fucking fucks with tapatio?
Yeah, you'd be surprised. There's people
I
out
don't
there.
understand. I don't
Yeah,
understand
I
that.
don't.
Okay,
cool.
are you ready? Northside?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, name 3 things you wear.
Pantalones, zapatos, camisa.
You could have said underwear. You know.
Chones,
Chonies.
machones.
Do you not wear them? Or what?
Choninos.
Yeah, I do.
You're
I do.
lying?
Nah, that'll be the last thing I.
Okay, this is gonna be a good one for you because you know this stuff. Because I sure the fuck don't. Orlando.
I
name
know this
3
stuff?
You know this one. Name 3 local artists.
Damn, Selena.
Local artists. Local.
Local artists?
Yes.
Like
Kansas now.
Latino artists?
Yes.
Man, Northside J. I don't know.
You're too late. He looked
Latino?
way into that. Like it was.
But you said I thought this was like
Latino local.
yeah,
artists.
but
That's what I said.
not
Name
all
3
of them
local-
got Spanish names though. I thought we were answering in
I know
Spanish.
you are, but I was just asking a question because I knew you. I thought you were gonna.
Was
know.
I gonna say,
Apparently he don't know nothing.
Was I gonna say J the Norte or what?
Jota del Norte. Okay, never mind. We'll give you this one. We'll give you a repeat.
Okay.
We'll give you a repeat.
Yeah, that was
Name 3 utensils.
3 what?
3 utensils. 3 kitchen utensils.
Cuchara, tenedor. Damn.
Man, she's giving you the hard ones. I swear, I'm like.
I don't know why I'm freezing up.
He's freezing up because he's nervous. It's okay. We like that shit on here. Name. Okay, your turn. You might know this one. You might not.
Probably
I'm
not.
assuming you will. Name 3 foods with tortillas.
Tacos. Oh man, tacos.
What else?
I don't know.
That is so crazy.
Oh, taquitos,
Taquitos?
enchiladas.
For real, there's so
What
much.
other one is it?
Enchiladas.
I said enchilada. Burritos.
tostadas, burritos.
That's the first thing
I'm,
that came.
I'm thinking of
burritos came.
wrapping it up. Taquitos, burritos.
You
I didn't
flautas.
say burritos.
Those are
flautas.
flautas. Those
He
are
said
flautas.
Taquitos.
Taquitos. I was like, what
Oh,
is he talking
shit.
about? You just said tacos twice.
Tacos.
Taquitos is actually
You
what?
failed me.
Flautas?
Taquitos son
Yeah.
flautas. And you should know this because most of the Mexican dishes acquire tortillas. Every single one. Like you say
No, yeah.
sopes, it's basically a tortilla.
Everything.
Gorditas are basically tortillas.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed. Okay, Orlando, name 3 colors.
I suck at this.
You do. I thought you were going to be better than this. Name 3 colors. Spanish.
Amarillo, verde, azul.
Look at you go.
Damn, I got one.
Holy
That
shit.
one.
Chill.
Okay, this is going to go.
Yeah.
This is kind of to, I don't know. We'll see how you do. Name 3 platillos mexicanos.
You got me there. I don't know.
You named one earlier.
What, enchiladas?
Yeah, there you
It's a
go.
platillo. You could have literally said chilaquiles. That's a platillo.
I'm thinking too hard.
Aguisado.
O guisado. Those are all platillos mexicanos. Are you Mexican?
Yeah, damn.
I didn't know if you were. I didn't know if you were like Salvi or Puerto
Nah,
Rican.
Mexican.
He said Mexican. He said I got M on my hat. Mexican.
All right, this is for you, and you better get this. Name 3 farm animals.
What?
3 farm animals.
Caballo.
You're from Liberal. You got this.
What does that mean?
It smells like cow shit out there. Come on.
Yeah.
Vaca.
Yeah, that's true.
Borrego.
You're right.
You should have known
You're
this.
right.
You have
Yeah, I
this in the
should've.
bag.
I
You
should've.
have this in the
You
bag.
caught me off guard.
Are you nervous?
No, you should. You should have told me. Heads up or something like.
Okay. I know. I don't know why I'm giving you all these that contain food. I'm really not doing this on purpose.
Making me hungry.
Name 3 things that go in a salsa.
In a salsa. In Spanish.
You're done. It's done.
Sal.
Tomatillos, ajo. What else goes in?
Tomatillo, chile. What
Chile.
do you salsa?
Chile.
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 Hello.
Chile,
I was
How
trying to
y'all
think
making
of.
your salsa? How are y'all making your salsa?
I was trying to think of onion.
Don't
Onion
invite
was
me
stuck
to
in
your
my
carne
head.
asada.
I'm like, man.
Hell no.
How's
y'all
the
don't
salsa without the chile?
How you say onion?
Cebolla.
Cebolla. That's what I was thinking of. I was stuck on cebolla.
They're thinking like, what kind of salsa y'all making? Don't invite me over.
Oh, shit.
At least put some real
He was
salsa.
about to say tapatio with Valentina.
He's like,
and
I
Cholula.
just,
Nah,
I just go to El Güero.
damn, don't do me like
Can I buy
that.
my salsa there?
Right.
Nah.
Name,
Sometimes.
Name 3 flavors of ice cream, Orlando.
Wait. Chocolate. Nuez. Right?
Yeah,
There's a
there's a nuez.
Okay, and damn, what else?
You should have had vainilla. You almost had it. Vainilla, chocolate, fresa.
Oh yeah, that's
plátano.
true. What?
Like
I
basically
don't even know
fruit.
why I'm freezing up. Like,
It's okay if you're nervous. You need.
I'm American. I'm American.
American.
Yeah. There you go.
Name 3 kinds of Mexican fruits.
3 kinds? Didn't I already do that?
Mexican fruits?
Damn.
Didn't he do that?
Why, avocado.
No. Avocado.
Is it a fruit?
It is a fruit, but it's not
Yeah,
in
it
Spanish. You could have said aguacate.
Aguacate.
But you should have said like guayaba, jamaica,
Jamaica.
all that. Tunas. I love a good tuna. You ain't Mexican like that, huh? You Americanized Mexican, huh?
Yeah, you know, I'm Chicano.
It's okay though. We accept it
No
all.
problem with it.
No problem. You should venture out in your fruit. You would taste things that you didn't know were even possible.
That's what happens when you come to Kansas.
That's what happens.
American.
So Wichita.
Wichita, Kansas.
All right. So this might be a little hard.
Ah,
Actually,
come
it's
on.
not gonna be hard. You should have this in the bag.
Man, I ain't even had the easy ones in the bag.
Name name 3 common Mexican names.
3, Jose, Jesus, and Carlos.
Carlos.
There you go.
I was gonna say Juan, but okay.
I would have said the same
I got
thing.
one.
Okay.
We tied up now?
2. I
All
got
right.
2 now.
Okay, this is the last one, and I'm gonna let both of you do it.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see how
We gotta, like-
American you are. Name 3 things on the Taco Bell menu. And go.
Chalupa,
I ain't been there.
taco, and what's another? Quesadilla. Bam.
Damn, you did.
I don't
get it.
even
You
need
do-
that.
you did a lot of- I don't know.
That's your spot.
She said Taco Bell. That's funny. It's the #1 Mexican restaurant.
It's the number
Haven't
one.
you heard?
What is it? What's the other taco place? I can't even. Tacos J or Tacos John? that a
Taco
thing?
John's?
Taco
I think
Tico.
there is one.
Taco
Is
Tico.
that like
Taco
Taco
Tico?
Tico?
Yeah.
Taco Tico was the first.
That was started here in Wichita.
Yeah, that started.
Mm-hmm.
That's like where stereotypes first started, right there.
Okay.
Taco Tico. Taco. What? No, I'm just talking shit at this point. Who fucking eats tacos like that? When I came to the U.S. and my mom tried to give me one of those tacos, I was like, what the fuck is this? This is not what you usually feed me?
Right.
Okay.
They was
so,
on the go though.
So I wanted to talk about what you do. You're a local artist.
Yes, ma'am.
Who have you worked with?
So really, I just work by myself, but I have 2 features, and that's one with Stun from Southwest. We got the song No Handouts, and I also got a feature with Black Slim. We dropped a song last year. It's called can't even think of it. 2 Lines. We shot that last year, but other than that, I really don't have no features.
Do you so explain to me. So are you a singer, a rapper? What are you exactly? I know you're an artist, obviously.
Yeah, that's just how I describe myself as an artist because, you know, I rap, I sing.
You do it all.
Yeah, I do it all.
How hard is it? I wanted to talk about this with you because local artists are always made fun of. It's something that you see like, oh, he doesn't have a job. He wants to make his music or push his music out, and there's really no support locally compared to like hardcore media music. You know, like you see everybody supporting Drake, supporting Migos, supporting Future, supporting all these big artists. You know, that were at some point where you're at.
Yeah.
Right.
But locally, it's more of a make fun of thing. Like, oh, he raps, no big deal. Like, he just thinks he's someone because he raps or he does this.
Yeah.
How do you get a hold of that, I guess? How do you process all that?
Well,
Do you take it to heart? Do you...
I wouldn't say I take it to heart at first. So I've been making music for a while. So I made a song probably like 4 years ago, and then after that, you know, like you said, people make fun of you or whatever. They try to belittle you because you make music and, you know, you're not doing nothing else. So there was a point where I stopped making music, and then I was just like, man, this is what, you know, I want to at least try it. I'd rather try it than not try it and be like, man, I could have done something, you know. So I don't let that bother me at all. I just do what I do, and if they wanna hate, I let them do it.
What finally convinced you to do what you want to do? Like, to do music, because it's scary. I mean,
Right.
outside looking in, I don't know that I would want to do music in the aspect of that's scary. Like, I don't know how people will receive it. I don't know if I'll have the support. I don't know if I'm even that good. You know, like, I think I'm good, but I don't know if I'm that good to be able to want to do this and put this out there and putting myself out there. So that could possibly be embarrassing, or it could possibly be a good thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So how did you decide that, hey, this is what I'm going to do?
I was just stuck for a minute. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do, and I just had a lot of people around me passing away at an early age, and I'm like, man, I don't want to pass away at an early age and me not be able to fulfill something that I want to do. I always wanted to do, you know. So I just started on it ASAP, and I haven't stopped since.
So when you started, I know a lot of artists, it's like they start and, like you say, people make fun of you or whatever. But I'm sure there was a record that you put out that was like that you got a lot of good feedback from.
Yeah.
Did you have that record that was just like, oh yeah, you know, like it motivated you, pushed you because you got a good reaction?
Yeah, it was that No Handouts I did, you know, singing that hook, and everybody that stuck out. Everybody was like, man, he could sing, you know. So that's what I've been known for, you know. I grew up in high school. I was in choir, and then I went on to college and I was in choir as well. So being able to sing on something that actually, you know.
It's crazy that he says no handouts, because I heard of him way before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Before we did. That's why we put him on the record.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because people were sending me his music, and they're like, check him out. You know, he's dope. And he hit me up one time, too. So we did a show at Barleycorns, right?
Right.
At Barleycorns, and I put him on the show. It was like a networking show that we did, me and DJ3. And so we did that, and I'm like, man, this dude's gonna be dope. So as soon as he goes on, everybody, I feel like a lot of people were just like, who's this guy? You know what I mean? And as soon as he plays that first song, everybody was like,
what?
Hold up, who's this guy? You know what I mean? Like, that shit was crazy.
And I appreciate you for you know, reaching out to me and letting me be on that show, cause
that was dope.
That was my first show. So, you know, I may not have performed as I wanted to, but
how did you have the guts? That is so crazy.
Man.
Like, I don't know that I would have the guts, and a lot of people will probably say the same thing. I wouldn't have the guts to up on a stage for the first time and perform or do something outside of the box.
Right.
You know? Do you consider this like a hobby, or is this your work? Because I know it's like two different things.
Yeah.
So do you consider that as what you do or a hobby?
I consider it work. Like, it's a business, because, you know, I put money into what I'm doing. I got to spend money for my equipment. I got to spend money for studio time, videos. And, you know, when you spend money with something, you always want to get something in return, or you always do get something in return. So me spending that money and getting good quality music back, I see it as a business. It's an investment.
Do you think so far it's paying off?
Yeah. It may not be as quick as I wanted it to be, but, you know, I'm not stopping. I just see myself improving, you know.
So has this whole COVID thing affected you in any way?
Yes, it has. So last year, I was supposed to perform at South by Southwest. I had a slot that I paid for, and COVID just messed it up. Like, the week before South by Southwest was supposed to start, there was just miscommunication of what was going to happen, if it was still going to go on. So that really bummed me out, because I was excited for that. You know, that could have been a chance for me to show what I'm about. So yeah, that bummed me out. But other than that, no, I was still on my music recording, and didn't really affect me that much.
What do you want to tell your followers and the people who support you? If there's something out there that you would like to say to them, what would it be? Whoever listens to my music, I just appreciate you guys so much, because you guys really don't know what that like is for me, or just for you guys to share it. Like, that builds my confidence. Even though you guys don't say nothing to me, it just builds my confidence, because, like, knowing that there's people that actually support me. And yeah, I just appreciate you guys so much. How important is it for you to have local support? Because obviously local support is something that is very, very hard to obtain.
Right.
And the reason I say that is because there's been so many local artists, and they barely have anything to do with anybody here who is not, like I said, mainstream music, or have their own business. If it's business or anything that has to do with that, people are more susceptible to supporting that. But when it comes to music, this culture for some reason is iffy about it.
Yeah. I think it's just like, the culture is no one's really known for, rapping or making music. It's very uncommon to have a Hispanic or Latino step into that field and be taken serious, because
That's true. That's just in general. Like, it doesn't.
Yeah.
I feel like that's no matter where you're at. You know,
right,
like
I guess so.
a Latino artist, like, gets put in a box. You know
Definitely.
what I mean? Like, oh, you're a rapper, and
They have this misconception.
but we got whatever record label, Latino side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like my boy Chingo Bling, when he first got his deal. He had P. Diddy fly down to Houston, and he was gonna sign to P. Diddy, but P. Diddy was like, well, I want you on Bad Boy, but I want you on Bad Boy Latino. And he was kind of like, why does it gotta be Latino?
Yeah.
Why can't I just be Bad Boy? Why do I have to be Bad Boy Latino? You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
he kind of just was like, nah, I don't want it.
That makes sense. But yeah, I mean, we always get put in this different side. There's
Yeah.
always the black side, the white side, but there's also
Yeah.
that Latino side. Or there's the all side, and then there's a Latino
But it's
side.
crazy because they take our culture and they run with it.
Right.
Yeah. But
You
I
know
mean,
what
it's
I'm
the
saying?
same thing with the blacks,
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
be honest.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true.
Other people take their culture and make it
Yeah,
into
it's all
whatever.
mixed up.
It's
Yeah.
all mixed up.
Yeah.
Pros and cons of being an artist locally.
Pros and cons. Pro would be, all those people like me. Ever since I was in high school, I always tell somebody I want to make music, and I think I'm glad I'm able to put out music and show those people that I'm actually taking it serious. So that's something good about it, showing people, proving people wrong, I guess. Another pro is pros and cons. I
He's
got
like,
lost. I
He's
had them
like,
written
I'm
down.
Is it hard? You're an artist, so is it hard for you in the aspect that they think that your music is affiliated with gang violence?
Yeah, very much so.
Do you rap about gang violence, or do you rap anything that has to do with gangs?
I mean, I guess, yeah, you could say that. I wouldn't, no, not necessarily, but I do rap about, stuff I've been through in the street life, and I'm not trying to glamorize anything. I'm just trying to, speak what I've been through. I might not mention, I don't think I mentioned gang lifestyle, though. I think it just mentioned.
So you're a complete, because some of the rappers that I've seen locally, they really take that and they run with it. I mean, what I used to see back then, too, it was rappers that would rap about the gangs that they're in or what they represent and, who they represent. And that also is a misconstruction of our Latino history and our culture of what people think about us, basically.
Right.
So that's why I asked you, because I was like, I don't know. I mean, you're wearing blue, but you're wearing black, too.
Nah.
I don't know.
All black over here, no blue.
I was like, it's all black and it's blue. I don't know.
That's funny.
I was like, oh, you are wearing the chain. Never mind. I was like, talk to him. I was like, you ain't even wearing no chains. But yes, you are. What is your routine usually? Like, how do you get all this going with your music?
So I just listen to beats, and when I have downtime at home, I just throw it on the speaker and I just start listening to music and figuring out what beat fits me best. And so I have a little setup at home, a studio, and I record on there first. And then after I record there is when I decide if I want to, actually lay this track down. Because I have so much music that I haven't even dropped. It's just sitting at home. So once I find a track, I go to the studio and I lay it down, and then...
Do you do everything, basically, or do you have people who help you with your music?
Oh, no. Such as, like, writing it or stuff?
No, not writing it, just, like, producing it.
Oh, yeah. I buy beats off of people.
Okay.
And then when I go to the studio to record it, I pay for someone to mix it for me.
Yeah.
And then I pay for videos as well. I don't do anything myself. I just record.
You just record?
Yeah.
Okay. So earlier we were having a conversation, not on this podcast, but on a different one. Basically, how easy it is to have a podcast. It's seen as so easy. You look at these videos and you think, I could do that. That's easy.
Right.
I could record and put it out there. Call it good.
Yeah.
How would you explain what you do? Because I can explain here all day, like, yeah, it's easy to make a podcast. It's, Get some mics, record it, put it on the internet. Don't edit it. It's raw. Call it good. You have yourself a podcast. But I could also explain the depth of it with videography. I mean,
I think just going on anything, anybody can do anything, but
yeah.
at the level that you can do it at is
true.
Where
true. But you're always gonna have those people that are gonna be like, that's easy, I can do that. You know what I mean? Yeah. When all of us on this table know that that's not the case. You know, like it looks easy, but it ain't easy.
Yeah.
So for you, this whole music thing, if you had to explain to somebody, how do I do and how do I get to where you're at?
You just gotta, first of all, don't give up. You gotta believe in yourself. Because if you don't believe in yourself, ain't nobody else gonna believe in you. So just keep recording music. I've stuck to just recording music, you know, not giving up. If it sounds bad, oh well, you know, keep going on. Just don't give up.
How did you become knowledgeable of everything? Like tracks and mixing and studio time with certain people?
Just trial and error.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, did you have to read up on this? Did you research this? Did somebody teach you?
So there was a buzz going around, like in town. There's a lot of local artists popping up, and so I wanted to hop on the train, and I seen a lot of videos of people tagging the studio that I go to, Humble Greatness Studios, and so I just reached out to them, and ever since then I've been building a relationship with the engineer Angelo. He's a pretty cool dude. So yeah,
real good guy.
Yeah. He's real good, and he's got a sound for it. He's been doing it for a while, so I just built a relationship with him, and like now I can hit him up for advice. It doesn't even have to be nothing about
music.
Studio something. Yeah, nothing about music. So
you've become friends.
Yeah,
basically.
Become friends pretty much. Yeah.
Tommy and Troy we're besties too. You just don't admit it.
I mean, it's good that you build that relationship with an engineer because I mean, you develop a sound together,
right?
Other than just yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you trying to do it yourself.
Yeah, because it
becomes an easier process,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
How'd you meet him?
Man, I just seen him around, and
how did you hear about him? Because
like I said, I had a couple people send me his music, and then he hit me up one time too.
But you're well known. Like you see your name, and most people automatically know who you are.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. Is that how you knew of him, or you didn't know of him and somebody just sent him your music and he was just...
No, yeah, I've noticed the whole Southwest wave, you know. They took over Wichita. Southwest took over.
That.
Nah, for real.
He's like,
for real.
I
see every, like, when I first started.
I hear that a lot, but I humble myself, I guess.
It was nothing but Southwest. That's all I seen. So I'm like, man, I wonder what he does. So that's when I reached out to you, and then...
What do you guys think about the culture in the aspect that the North Side is always versus the South Side? Does that go hand in hand also with the whole artists rapping music thing?
I really don't see no difference. It's just what side of town you're from, you know, what side of town you grew up. Because I have friends from the South Side. You know, I'm not saying I'm anti-South Side. I'm just saying I'm from the North Side. That's where I'm from. Sure? So, yeah. Nah, what?
Socks black and white? Let me see.
Man, I should have came off.
Are they red? Are they green? Orange?
Black.
They're black. Oh, shoot. Never mind. I'm just kidding. Okay, so I wanted to talk to you guys, too. I wanted to talk, obviously, about the music, but also wanted to talk about Latino stereotypes because it's a big thing in our community, especially when we're in the middle of Kansas. You know, there's a whole bunch of white people, so they're always going to look at us and think, oh, stereotype, like they're gang violence. They do music. They do this.
Yeah.
So what are kind of some of the stereotypes that you have gone through that?
Just being Mexican, you know, or Latino, people think that I'm straight from Mexico.
You're straight from Mexico?
No, I'm not. They think
like,
that. Heck,
you from
no,
the motherland?
I'm from here. No, I was born in Wichita,
He
Kansas.
don't got papers. Just kidding.
That's what I was exactly
He's looking for a woman. Anybody down?
Hey,
He's get married.
$30K at least. Nah, but yeah, like personally, it wasn't me, but I was there at the time. You know, people like, do you got papers? Are you supposed to be here? All that stuff, man.
You know what's so crazy? I've never experienced racism.
Really?
And I went to a fucking white school.
Never.
Where'd you go?
Never. I went to Bishop Carroll.
Oh.
Yeah, my mom didn't let me go to North. She said I'd get pregnant right away. So she's like, no, you can't go there. Which, you know what? It's so crazy. Most of my friends got pregnant the first year they got there. So I was like, okay,
they got there.
She had a point. She got a point. I mean, she wasn't wrong. She was looking out for me. But, yeah, she took my ass to to Bishop Carroll, and I've never experienced, unless I was stupid and blind, I didn't get it at the point.
You were probably blind.
Probably, but I've never experienced racism at that school or by anybody. I've never experienced that. I'm lucky. Knock on that wood. Watch somebody be like, "You got the little Mexican bitch," but yeah, I've never experienced.
Being here in Wichita, I've seen more racism than I've ever seen in my whole life.
Really?
To be honest.
In Wichita.
Yeah, in Wichita.
I haven't experienced it, but I could feel when somebody was judging, like they've never said anything to me, going outside of Wichita, like in the little hick towns, like you go to like Fredonia or Neosha or all those little towns, you go in there and they see color and they're like, who the fuck are you and why are you here? Are you here to kill us?
Yeah.
Or what? That's where I've experienced that. Never have I experienced it like actually happening to me, but you can just feel it when other people are like looking at you and you're you're different, you know?
Yeah. My brother, he went to college in Pittsburgh, Kansas. So whenever we would go down there for family weekend, like, we stuck out. Like, being the only Mexican family there pretty much, it was like, man, you could just tell. You could just feel everybody's eyes on you, like, oh, what are they doing? No.
So tell me about yourself. So your parents are from where?
My dad's from Durango, and my mom's from
What
here.
part?
Durango?
Just Durango?
Guadalupe,
Guadalupe Victoria right here, homie. That's where my family's from.
Shit.
Where are you from, Orlando? Oh, that's right, not from there.
Whack.
Zacatecas?
Whack.
Where are you from, Texas?
Yeah, Texas.
Texas.
No, my family's from Chihuahua.
The Chihuahua?
Yeah, Chihuahua. Chihuahua.
The Chihuahua? That's how they talk out there, don't they? I've been watching too many TikToks.
Yeah,
My bad. So your parents were from Guadalupe Victoria. So did they migrate here?
And my dad.
Your dad?
Yeah,
Your mom's not from here?
No, my mom's from here. She was born and raised here in
Oh,
Wichita,
okay.
Kansas. Yeah. No, my dad came when he was, I believe, 8 years old.
Dang.
Durango's like where they eat menudo with tortilla, right?
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
That's wrong. Everything's wrong
What's
with that.
wrong with that?
Everything's wrong with that.
How? I
You
mean,
eat
I
it
eat
with
it with
pan.
pan and tortilla.
No,
Can
pan,
you put a little bit
pan.
of butter?
No,
Put
pan
some of
on
that butter on that
Yeah,
tortilla,
butter.
roll
Oh,
it
yeah.
up
Oh, man.
with your
That's a
menudo,
snack
your
right there.
pozole. Ooh.
No,
Who raised you?
no. You don't do
Where are
that.
you from? It's people from Chihuahua. They think that's why they are. That's why they're a little heavy.
You guys don't have the
I'm heavy too.
And some of y'all don't put the hominy in it, huh?
No, we in the
Yeah.
menudo.
Yeah.
Nah,
I don't do
that's
no
in the
menudo.
pozole. We put hominy in the pozole.
So you eat menudo just like straight, only menudo in it?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's all wrong.
No, that's
That's
wrong.
all
Whatever you're
wrong.
saying.
That's all wrong.
No, that's like a wannabe.
That's
Like, oh,
all
I'm
wrong.
gonna make pozole.
That's
oh,
the one.
but
Hey, that's
I
the
didn't
one
have
thing I
meat.
hate about Wichita.
I didn't have meat, so I'm gonna go ahead and just put the menudo stuff in there because I didn't have.
I'll be going here in Wichita.
Yeah.
They ask if you want, the grano in it or not, or
Where
if
do
you
you-
want
where
it
do
with
you go?
pan
Do you
or
go to
tortilla. They do serve it with
Hominy?
yeah.
Do they really? No, they have. Do they? Do they really?
Yeah, they
I
do.
don't remember.
Yeah, they do.
And I fucks with the menudo
do.
hard.
They do.
It's a good hangover remedy.
Yeah, see,
It really
I
is, and I
can't-
think that's a stereotype. It doesn't work.
You don't think
I
so?
feel better. No, it doesn't. Do you think so? It's just like the whole agua mineral. Do you like the agua mineral
No,
preparada?
I don't fuck with that.
I mean, I fucks with it, but
No,
I don't think it helps hangovers.
No,
I probably don't.
I never even tried it. Pedialyte.
The agua
Pedialyte.
mineral.
Pedialyte.
Did you see that
Pedialyte.
downtown ICT IVs? They have the IVs for hangover.
Really?
Yeah, you just
What?
you go downtown and they have like the little things where it's for hangovers.
Hmm.
And I guess it works. So try it out if you like to be
Sure.
poked. I'm a huge
Let me like
I'm a huge hoe for getting poked right here. I like it. I like it. And I don't do drugs like that.
Like,
That's
whoa,
a little.
whoa there,
I
whoa
I'm
there.
starting to wonder.
I don't do drugs like that. But it's just something I like.
I was wondering why you had rubber bands on your hand the other day. I'm just.
I was like, did I really have I was like, it's a possibility. I was on Valium for like a good week. And I was just telling my friend, because I had surgery, they put this thing in, and then a couple months ago, I got my gallbladder removed. And I was telling them, like, the experience to be able to get surgery in the prep room is everything. I would do that shit every single week if I could.
For real?
Yes. So they
Damn.
get you at this prep table, and they're
that's
getting you ready, like, to go in the back to do surgery, right? But right before they put you into the surgery room, they give you, like, this anxiety medication that they put through this IV. And this shit is, like, you don't even know what the fuck is going on. Like, you're so, like, out of it. But you know what's going on. But it's so relaxing. Your body is relaxed. You're relaxed. And then they put you on the surgery table. They put the whatever on your face. And then you're out. And you have, like, the best sleep of your life. You wake up with pain, but that's, like, the least of it. But it's there. I'd do it again.
Never
I'd
had
go over
surgery,
it.
so.
Huh?
Never had surgery, so
You've never had surgery for nothing.
nothing.
Boy, I'm like 5 surgeries in, and I'm still looking for the BBL. Just kidding. I don't need one. Sorry, Steve. Sorry, Steve.
Everybody get one nowadays.
So do you have any stereotypes that you guys just hate when people bring up? Because I can't think of any. What are the stereotypes? There's a stereotype I saw in this movie.
Why you look at Troy like he?
No, I was looking up. Like Troy. Oh,
Troy,
no,
help me out, Troy.
because Troy be doing some stereotypes about Mexicans sometimes. He'd be like, oh, I thought y'all.
I grew up with Mexicans.
That's what he says. Then I'm starting not to believe it. I'm still like surprised with this whole menudo pozole thing. Like,
Yeah, that's. Yikes.
what else do you not like about Wichita? Just spill it out. Let's hear it.
No, I love Wichita. I was just playing. I love.
No, he don't. He isn't
Love
playing.
y'all.
Tell the
Love
truth.
y'all.
He
man.
loves you guys, but he's still over here set like judging. He's
Love
like,
Wichita.
Oh, did you see that girl over there? She's fighting me. No commenting him. Did you see that?
Oh, shit.
Hey,
That's
but a
a-
lot of people from Wichita like from that area, right? Like Zacatecas, Durango,
No, yeah.
all
Yeah,
that.
I know a lot of people.
Like-
I know all of Guadalupe Victoria is up in this bitch.
Hell yeah.
You
There's
go
so
to every
many
corner, they're
people.
like, "Where you from?" Guadalupe Victoria.
What?
Figured. Seems like
It'd
it.
be like that though in different.
In different
towns.
places. What about
Yeah.
liberal? How's liberal like that and all that?
I think it's mixtured, but I think a lot of Chihuahua.
Chihuahua.
Yeah, Chihuahua. But yeah, it's mixed. I want to say it's mixed.
What are you most proud of?
Graduating high school.
Did you go to college? You did. You went to
Yeah,
Butler.
I went to college, yeah. But graduating high school, so my senior year, I kind of, I was being a senior, not trying to go all year, but so I wasn't able to walk. So that really, that was traumatizing kind of for me because I'm like, damn, I've tried to be the perfect student in high school, and then my last year, I
Senioritis.
fuck off. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. And then-
Senioritis. It's real.
Yeah.
Wilding out.
Yeah, so everybody graduated. I went to the ceremony and I seen everybody walking. I was just like, man, that could have been me.
I know. It's
So,
like,
man,
wow.
Yeah, that sucked. So that same week, I ended up doing a class and I finished it that week, and I was just so proud. Like,
Damn, that's
a
good,
big
though.
thing off. Yeah,
How do your
It was
parents feel
stressful.
about this whole rapping thing? Because you know how Mexican parents are.
yeah. Well, my dad, he's always like, you need to get a job. You need to get a job. Like, I send him some of my music, and he'll listen to it, but he's like, what are you doing for work? And I'm like, I have my own business, so he doesn't really bug me about that, but he's always wanted me to get a job, thinking I'm not taking it serious. But my mom, on the other hand, she supports me 100%. Music's been in the family, and one of her brothers used to rap too, so she thinks that I'm, what do you call it, the legacy is still going on or whatever, so
Yeah.
she doesn't heckle me too much about that. That's
Because my
cool.
parents be heckling the fuck out of me.
I'll bet.
No, the only reason I ask is because, so the father of my kids, he's an artist. And it's always been a fight with me and him about it. Because I'll be like, okay, you do art, great, good for you. You need to pay this child support. How are you going to pay with that if you don't have a real job? I'd always say that to him, and he'd be like, you don't understand. This is a real job. I make more drawing on shoes than I do at any 8 to 5 job.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, but I'm not seeing any of this money, so so what we doing,
It don't
But
matter to me.
but it was always a thing where he'd always tell me that. He's like, can you stop saying that? It got to a point where he was like, stop saying that to me. Like, can you quit saying that? It's a job. It's what I do. It's what I'm good at. It's a real job. Just because you don't think it's a real job, and a lot of people
Yeah.
think that this is a hobby.
Mm-hmm.
No, this is a business. This is the business that I have, and people need to understand that and support our local anything.
Right. Yeah, support local anything. I'm a big fan of supporting others. That I support artists.
Who's your favorite local artist?
My favorite local
Other than yourself, of
artist,
course.
I'd probably have to say Sir Charles. Sir Charles, he's like a more, I don't know what type of genre, but his flow, man, I'm in love with his flow. It's different. It's different.
It's different. I like it.
Yeah, to me, I can't explain it, but like me, I have a good ear for music, and I really don't like that. I mean, I listen to it, but like rap and stuff, it gets old.
Have you ever thought of not singing and rapping and just being kind of in the back of everything and producing and writing for other people? Have you ever thought of taking that route?
Yeah, I've thought about that, but
Nah,
who am I gonna write for?
Don't do that.
Yeah,
You sound
I'd
good.
rather do the music myself. Right now I'm still learning, so I'm
And
not
you're
gonna,
young.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give up on myself that easily. So, Yeah, but I mean, yeah, maybe in the future.
Let's ask Orlando now. Who's your favorite?
Local artists?
Yeah. I'm putting him out there because I know he has like 3 or 4 of them.
I want to say
So many.
Ado.
Ado.
I wish I knew all these people. I don't know squat. I would love to get to know all these artists and stuff, but the way my schedule is, I don't ever have time to actually like.
Yeah, I've
look.
always said it, Ado. I've always said, like, man.
What's so great about him?
He's just dope. He's just dope. I don't know. I think he just comes off real raw, real, just real. You know what I mean? Just,
Is he part of your
no,
stuff?
No.
Is there any girls? Is there any local girls
Drix.
that rap?
Drix. Yeah, Drix. She got a good buzz. She's doing good for herself.
Yeah.
And that she's local.
Yeah, she's local.
Why is this more of a male thing?
What do you mean?
Like rapping, singing, music career-wise, locally.
Locally?
You hear more men than you ever
But
hear
that's
women.
anywhere, though.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
You would
that's
think so?
anywhere, yeah.
Yes and no.
You think so?
I just feel like there's so many girl rappers now. Like before,
I
it
mean,
was
there is,
like
but
mainstream, I guess, not locally, but locally, it's always been something that it's been a guy thing. It's never been a woman thing, and women don't get the same support as men get.
I guess.
I can see that, but
I think it's easier for a girl.
You think it'd be easier for a girl?
Opinion, yeah.
Do you think it would be easier for a girl that looked like?
At least locally.
Well, locally, that's what I'm saying. Like, so do you think it would be easier for a girl to be a rapper, to sing, to have music, be an artist, if she fit the right criteria? And by that, I mean, like, what we see on mainstream, like, big boobs, big butt, small waist, and it's out there.
So you mean if she got the right image and the right music, right? Oh, yeah. Easy.
Really?
Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baby, get my BBL ready. Get my BBL ready.
You gotta have some bars.
OnlyFans ain't working with us no more.
I'm not gonna lie. So I do a lot of like marketing and stuff, right? So I help people's like IGs and stuff like that.
I seen that now you are helping Carla Ayala from the radio station.
I'm doing her booking now and stuff. So like there's females that will come to me, like, you know, girls that have OnlyFans and stuff, like, hey, help me out with my IG and stuff. And I could run ads for their stuff, and compared to a male and a female, like, it just
no brainer.
No, doesn't compare. Like, it doesn't, like, at all.
What?
Like, you could run an ad for a female, and the dudes will come back to their page and just do a whole drive-by on their whole IG. You know what I mean? And then, like, a male is different. Like, they might go like that one ad, but they might go like one other post, but that's it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like.
So you're saying women have advantage? They're just being lazy.
Yeah.
They just being lazy.
Yeah. They just want handouts.
Or do you think it's also that's true? Do you get question? I have a question for you. Are you single?
Yeah.
You are single.
Yeah, I am single.
Okay, I had to answer that for somebody else who asked about that.
Oh.
But
secret admirer.
because I didn't know if you had somebody, and the reason I asked that is how did your significant other?
It depends
react?
on the day.
Oh, so you're single for the day? Jesus Christ!
I'm just playing.
No, he ain't.
Yeah.
He was serious.
I'm single.
He was serious.
Nah, I'm single.
So when you have you had a significant other through this whole process of you being who you are?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so how did they react? Because I'm assuming your inbox is popping with all these girls wanting.
Not really.
You don't think for real?
Sometimes.
For real, I was like sitting there thinking
Sometimes.
like, man, this guy probably gets girls. Like there's.
Sometimes.
I don't believe that. I think you get girls.
No comment. Anyways.
Is that what ruined your relationship?
So you mean like no. Well, look, I've been through something real serious.
Yeah.
My kid's mother passed away 5 years. Gonna be 5 years ago today. I mean, not today, but this year. She passed away 5 years ago. On Thanksgiving Day.
Oh, that's.
And it was just, I didn't give up. I didn't stop.
I guess you could have had all
It's different with her
too.
because when I got with her, I wasn't who I was now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like she knew me before anything.
Yeah,
so it was
before
different.
the name.
Yeah, and I had a daughter recently. As you know, I was in a relationship, but that was completely different. You know what I mean? Like, I would say, yeah, it was based more on who I was than who I really was, if that makes any sense.
No, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
So in that relationship with the last one you were with, was there a lot of, I'm just saying from my experiences with everything that I have here, girls hitting you up, girls wanting stuff from you, girls wanting to be part of what you're doing or need your help doing anything.
I felt like I always gave her place. Like anything I had going on, like I involved her. So it's like she was always right there. You know what I'm saying? Like always. And
is that hard as a guy? Like just to have those temptations? Or is it
I mean,
an age
maybe
thing?
10 years ago, yeah, maybe when I was younger, but now, nah.
You're like, whatever, I don't need that.
Yeah, now it's like that's.
Well, now you don't because you have a daughter now, so good luck with that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But what I also wanted to ask about your business, how did you start it up? And why did you decide to start it up? Because like him, you didn't have to.
Yeah, I didn't have to. So I love music. Like music has always been my outlet, you know what I'm saying? And I've always told people, like, I dealt a lot with depression at an early age, and music was always my outlet. Like that's what I turned to. I love music. It was just something about music that just, you know, it was my escape from life, you know,
reality.
Reality. So my brother was rapping. He started rapping, and I actually liked what he was putting out. So I told him, like, you want to take this to a whole nother level? And he was like, yeah, let's do it. So that's when we started Southwest, pretty much.
Do you feel like, going back to like stereotypes and misconceptions, you see Latino artists, you see a Mexican flag, you see, you know, bandanas everywhere, you see, how do you get away from something like that? So say there's an artist who is gang affiliated but wants to get away from that. How would you recommend they get away from that? Or is that something that you think they should be able to promote? Because there's like a negative and a positive thing about gangs on the north side.
Well, I think you just got to promote who you are, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're going to promote gang violence, like, I want to say I hope you're probably in the gang. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Who
I hope
knows?
you're out there gang banging,
Yeah,
I guess,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But I think, like, it's better if you're not going to be, I mean, I grew up in the whole, like, I was throwing up gang signs before I even knew what they was. You know what I'm saying? Because of my cousins.
Yeah.
You know, so I was brought into that lifestyle without even,
Knowing.
choosing it. Like, I didn't go to school and was like, oh, well, these kids bang this. I'm gonna choose this. Like, nah. It was like I was pretty much raised right into it, me and my brothers. And my cousins, one of my cousins was facing life, and other one got put away for a little bit at an early age, and just seeing that just helped me, just like, like this, that's not what I want, you know what I mean?
Dang. Were you like that too? Because I feel like that's something, no, I'm not saying about you, I'm just saying that's something that a lot of Latino kids go through.
Yeah, a lot of them do, yeah.
Of gang violence and them not really understanding what it is, and just throwing stuff up just to do it because it's what they've known their entire life.
Yeah.
I've always talked to a couple of, I have this white lady that I'm friends with. Her name is Misty. Shout out to her. And she always told me, even growing up, she's like, the gangs on the north side are what keeps us protected. They are the ones that help us. You know, they keep the violence from like the police and from all them, like they distract basically saying they distract the police from what's actually happening for all these immigrants and all this stuff that's going on the north side. Gangs do that. They distract them, and that is how our community gets help.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? You think she's full of bullshit? Because I'm kind of thinking she's full of bullshit.
I
I
don't know about
I don't know how
that.
to
But I
feel
mean,
about
so like gangs on the north side, I know people from various
Are they
different
still?
gangs.
You're 25. I'm 31. Yes, I said my age. Back then when I was young, gangs were a thing. Are they still a thing at your age at 25? Because
No.
of what I knew, they were non-existent.
I don't
except
think it's like it was back in the day.
It's
No.
not like hardcore. Like it all comes from where you're from. You know, where you grow up at. You know, you can carry that along with you, but it's not like you're actively out there looking for a rival or anything. You know, like you might have it in your background. That might be a part of who you are.
so Gen Z is a total fuck up. What do you recommend for them? What advice would you give them?
Man, just stay in school. Like, that stuff's not worth it. The people that you're around, you know, they're not going to make the best decision for you. They're just going to get you into trouble.
So it's who you hang out with.
It's who you hang out with. Yeah.
You become who you hang with. That's just what it is.
Birds of a feather. You hear that, Steve?
Flock together.
Birds of a fucking feather. I'm like constantly telling my boyfriend stuff through here just to be a bitch. So tell me about your shows. You have a couple of, not shows. You have
So I have my birthday bash this.
When's your birthday? I'm telling you.
It's that day, September 11th.
September 11th.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's real about the whole September baby thing. People be having a lot of sex around Christmas and New Year. And that's why there's all these people who have September birthdays.
Crazy.
It's a thing. Ask the OBGYN next time you see them. I mean, you don't want to see them anytime soon because
But
hopefully
it's
you ain't having
crazy.
any
I
babies.
feel like I didn't know many people in September, and then I put out my birthday flyer, bash flyer or whatnot, and then everybody's like, "Oh, it's my birthday. Oh, you're Virgo too."
Oh, you're
Like,
Virgo
damn,
too.
what? Hold up.
Everybody's
I'm
the
like,
craze.
hold up. Where y'all come
the
from?
craze about the horoscopes. You're a Virgo. Are you a Virgo?
Yeah,
You're a Virgo. My mom is a Virgo. My son's a Virgo. My dad's. What comes after Virgo?
I don't know.
I don't know my
I
horoscopes.
don't even keep
I don't
track.
know it.
I don't know.
I don't know my horoscope, but I have a lot of people as well who are.
I just know Leo comes before Virgo, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right.
Bretman
I only
Rock.
know that because the
Bretman
Leo's
Rock.
always like, "Oh, it's Leo season."
It's Leo season.
Like, shut your ass up.
That shit next season.
The real one's coming next.
So anyway, sorry I interrupted you. So go ahead and tell us about your party.
Oh yeah, so it's this Saturday at Rock Island.
Tell them how old you are.
I am 21, turning 21.
You're 21. Shit,
Yeah.
then I'm fucking 16.
Damn.
Is that the only event you have? I thought you had two other ones.
I have we have a September 16th Mexico Independence Day party that we're doing.
Is it the 15th though?
No, it's the 16th.
Is it 16th?
Yeah,
I thought it was
it's
the
16th.
15th. Look that up.
Look, hold on. I don't even want to start with you because you didn't even have no idea when I brought it up to you.
What about what?
When I told you September 16th,
Right,
you're like, huh? What's that
I
day?
know, because I was like,
Like-
confused. I was like, summer 16th. What is he talking about?
Yeah,
I was sitting there thinking, like, did I promise something on the 16th, or was
I'm
I
like-
supposed to do something on the 16th?
I was like, how do you not know?
Because everybody thinks Drinko de Mayo. That's how they say it too. The white people.
Don't tell me. You think
Drinko
that.
de Mayo.
Don't tell me you think that. Or
No,
you
I
thought
don't.
that.
I
Okay.
don't. I am that one person. I'm that negative
Do
person
you
at the
guys-
bar.
Do you guys know what Cinco de Mayo is?
It's for
It was
the
a
Independence Day of Texas and some other
no,
shit. No?
no.
Wasn't it a
Was
battle?
it a battle between? I don't.
No.
Oh, you know they listen.
Yes,
Mr.
I know.
Stelling.
I know.
Lydia's
this.
not here, or else she would have
Okay,
said
it was the Battle of Puebla. This happened. This was when the French was going to try to sneak up on the U.S. from behind. So they go through Mexico, and they try to set up shop. They try to set up. They try to set up in Puebla,
set up
and then
shop.
that's when the Mexicans took them out.
the
Pretty much.
Mexicans.
Yeah, the
Either
Mexicans took
way,
them out.
it's like
Yeah.
I've said it before. I don't give a fuck what y'all do
So it's
on these holidays. Just celebrate us in some way or
Right,
form.
for real.
Yeah.
Acknowledge us.
It was crazy because even my oldest son, like, he knew what it was. Like,
Man, they be
this
teaching all
past
sorts of
Cinco de
stuff.
Mayo,
Yeah, I'm telling you, they be
like-
teaching stuff that I didn't even know.
like, he brought it up, and I'm like, what? You know? Like, hold on.
I feel like
That's
the older my
crazy.
kids get, they be asking questions about shit that I don't fucking understand. I'm like, I know this is like, you're in the second grade, and I don't know my verbs and anti-verbs. And,
You gotta
all
forgot
this-
everything.
all this stuff that I was like, I don't know, proverb or what's a verb and the other shit that they be talking about, and I don't know.
What I don't know is how the hell did it become a U.S. holiday? A
Did it
drinking
be, is
holiday.
it
for
a
real.
U.S. holiday?
I don't know,
I don't
but-
think it's a U.S. holiday
It-
because U.S.
I don't-
holidays are
it probably
off. We should,
isn't, but you
petition
know what
that.
I'm saying. Like,
people just have. It's like St.
Like-
Patrick's Day. People just want a day to drink and have fun, which
Yeah.
they should actually do the 16th. That's the 16th. I thought it was the 15th.
I'm
but
guessing they're
whatever.
just celebrating us saving the U.S.
Of what?
of the French.
French? Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what
So
it
they
is.
owe us.
Yeah,
You
they
hear that,
owe us.
motherfuckers? You owe us.
Owe us.
You owe us land and money. We should be like the Indians. Where's our checks at?
Right.
Right? But so you're doing that on the 16th. I still think it's the 15th, but
No,
whatever.
it's the 16th.
Google that
It's
and then
16th.
let me
You
know.
Google it.
Okay, give me a second. I will. And then I'm not going to tell you if it's the 16th. I'm just going to put my phone down. Mexican Independence
What's
Day.
Mexico's Independence Day?
You didn't have to do me like that.
16th.
You didn't have to have her all extra loud. Is it a her?
She still ain't got no. She dumb
Shit,
sometimes.
it's a Mexican.
No.
It's the 16th.
I think my service.
Yeah,
It's the 16th?
But this is
See, I
so
told
crazy.
you.
This is so crazy. This is what it says: September 16th through September 27th.
It probably is, but they celebrate 16th.
I thought it was the 15th. My mom's birthday's on the 15th, and she keeps saying it was Independence Day. So I was just like, okay. I believed her. That was not my fault. Is there anything else you want to tell the culture, or not our culture? Well, yeah, our culture, I guess, our community. That's what I'm wanting to say. Our community, about yourself, about anything, whatever your little heart desires.
So you could just follow me on Instagram. Keep up with me.
Follow him on Instagram, on Twitter. No, he's not on Twitter. Are you on Twitter?
Nah. Well, I do have one, but I haven't been on there.
You
But
should. That place is a great place to be.
yeah. No, but yeah, just follow me. I got a lot of stuff coming soon. And you can also follow my other page, my business page. I sell clothes, vintage clothes.
You sell vintage. Why are we just
Yeah.
now talking about this? Excuse me, sir. Why
He
are
did
you
say
have all
he had a
these-
business.
I know, but I thought it was a business with his music.
Oh, okay.
Because he's like, it's business too, you know?
Yes, it is.
She
And
was
I'll be-
thinking drugs.
I'm not yet.
Dang, you put me in that category?
No, I was just kidding.
No, but yeah, you can follow my page. I sell vintage clothes, Jay's Vintage Closet. I'm always doing pop-ups. That's one way to support me, because the money that I make from there, you know, I use that towards
Your music.
studio time. Yeah, everything that I make from there, that's how I support
So
myself.
what is all in this business I'm just not finding about? I like vintage.
Yeah, well, I've been doing it for about, I say 4 years now, going on 4 years.
So what exactly? That is so crazy that you think apparel and you think automatically women. You know what I mean? Like you sell clothing or whatever. That's what I think.
Well,
like,
you're a woman. You should
but
think that.
I'm saying locally.
Oh.
Locally, I can.
Oh, I see what you
I
mean.
think of certain types of women, like Crystal Vela,
Because you're a
Adrienne
woman,
Moore,
once again.
Saida Loera, like all these women that actually have their pop-up shops, just like you're talking about right now.
Right.
So to me, it's really crazy that you're
but
telling me
knew
like
of
it's
that
a male.
because you're a woman. Because I didn't know of them. You get what I'm
Right.
saying?
But it's because girls shop more. Do you say no, or do you shop more than the average girl?
Nah, I don't.
It's okay if you
Shoot, I
do.
be seeing
I
on
really don't.
Snapchat
I
sometimes.
don't.
Be like, damn, I got another pair of shoes.
I do shoes.
You do shoes? Well, it's the same thing. Well, no, I guess that's more of a guy thing, but you don't really see pop-up shops for men. Do you do
Yeah.
men's clothing, or you do both men's and women?
Men and women. So I'm not biased towards one gender. You know, if the shirt looks cool, the pants look cool, you know, I'll cop it. Because I'd rather save clothes, because the clothes, so I go to the thrift stores, and all the clothes that they don't sell at the thrift stores, they're just going to send them to a landfill, you know. So I'd rather get those clothes, curate my own collection, and then just sell them to locals, because I'd love to see.
So do
People wearing the
you
clothes that I
do
have.
you do stuff to this clothing? Do you upgrade them, or you just leave them how it is? You think that's what it looks good? and you
Yeah,
call it
I mean,
that?
I just wash
No,
them.
but like the,
She's like, I just wash them.
Just wash
the whole
them.
vintage
That's so
clothing
suavitel.
is big right now, though.
You think so?
Yeah,
See,
it
I'm out of
is.
the game for a while. I've
Yeah,
been
it's
over here
big. It's a
fucking
big thing
focusing on
right
babies
now.
and
Like
shit.
lately, I've been seeing a lot of vintage clothing stuff coming up.
So
Like,
you do this? Like,
It's a
is
big
this like
thing.
an everyday thing that you go and
Every
do?
day, full time. It's my full time job. I've been doing this for about a year full
So
time
you
now.
need to tell me you've been getting paid to shop.
Shoot, yeah, it pays my bills. Yeah, I enjoy it because growing up, you know, there was a time where I had to go to the thrift store and buy clothes, and the fact that I can make money off
Didn't
of
they
it,
have
pay
like
my
a-
bills, man, it's crazy.
like a vintage, what was it? Like a
Vintage con or something.
yeah. Didn't you just do something like that? Like
Oh,
a big
well,
old vintage.
I do a pop up like every Sunday, not every Sunday, the third Sunday of every month downtown in After Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not mainly vintage, but there's a whole bunch of different pop-ups.
Oh, okay.
but yeah.
Wow,
dope.
I'm
That's
so
dope.
impressed right now. Like all these different hats that you wear, because you think rapper,
Oh shoot, man! You should
artist.
see my truck.
No, I'm just saying, like you see rappers, you see artists, you don't see them. You know, you see them doing I guess that's me being a bitch and stereotyping people.
Yeah, that's what you're doing.
That's
right
what
now.
it is.
That's what
I'm
you're
being a
doing.
stereotype, but it's because that's really a lot of people think like me. I think.
You do.
I'm just saying, like you think of artists, you don't think of they sell clothes too, like vintage clothing.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah,
that's it.
put those two together. So that's
Right.
pretty cool.
Yeah,
So do you have a big following on that?
yeah, I do.
How many? Let's hear it. Hear your number.
I think right
How
now
many followers you
it's
got?
like 200 something.
She's like, oh,
It's like
he's
half of all my pages.
he's a rapper from the Northside. All he sells is clothing that says Northside.
For real, like Southwest.
230. I got 230
230 followers.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good. Look at you go. And you said that pays your bills. Shit, I need
Heck
to get on there
yeah.
or something.
It
I was like, I
does.
need to go do something with myself.
Yeah, it does. It's a good investment because So one of the most expensive shirts that I found, it was a Biggie rap tee, and it's worth like $1,400.
What the hell?
Paid $2 for it, so yeah, it. Sometimes you
okay,
get
$2.
How do you go and just like look through it all? I mean, because I go shopping
where
sometimes.
You be going?
just years of experience. Go to thrift store, Goodwill.
Which ones?
Goodwill, DAV.
Do you go to like the local thrifts?
Yeah, if there's like a little shop, I'll go check it out.
Well, if you
but-
see me there, don't be surprised.
Hey,
No,
for
no,
real.
hey, what's up?
Hell yeah.
Like, you're right here, just
Hey,
I'm
hop
like,
on the
I'm looking
wave.
at this Biggie t-shirt too.
Yeah.
I'm a cop it. $2 you said?
Heck yeah.
Hell no. That is so
No, it's fun,
crazy.
though.
Okay, so you have any last things to tell your followers, your people? How many views did you get on your last video?
I just dropped a video last week, so it's still running up numbers.
Okay, so what's the number right now?
I don't even know, probably like 100. I haven't really promoted it. I mean, I posted.
100 views or 100K views?
No, 100 views. I haven't really promoted it.
I've
but
seen
the
a
most I could
couple
do-
of your videos, and I saw the likes and views on it, and you were like up there, like 10K or no? Wrong people? Maybe
Uh,
wrong person?
Not yet,
Wrong
probably.
video?
Yeah. I haven't dropped like a actual music video since the No Handouts one, and then the last one I dropped was in November. But yeah, they have pretty good feedback. Some haters on there, but other than that,
Some haters are on there. That just means you're doing something right.
Yeah.
What was crazy about No Handouts is like we had like a whole nother direction for the video, but like we were sitting on the song for probably what, a year? A year, like a whole year, and we're like, man, we gotta do something already. So.
Yeah, because I went over there as old spot and just I had a couple tracks, so I just laid down that little hook and from there.
Have you guys heard of Latino Fest?
off.
That's gonna be next week too. No.
No.
They have a Latino Fest going on next week. It's going to be done by the people who did Love Our Community a couple years ago. I don't know if you...
They don't involve Latino hip-hop artists.
Why?
I don't know. I'm guessing not if they don't reach out, right?
Yeah. Well, they're having an event next week. I didn't know if you guys were involved, and he's like, yeah, you see that? They didn't invite us. It's for the community.
True, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
But
Sure.
their Second Chance Bail Bonds is the one who's doing all that. So
Okay.
I hope they hit you up.
Oh, I know them.
Do you really?
Angel?
Yeah, Angel
Yeah, that's my
Martinez.
people.
Oh, obviously they're not good of people because you guys are the show. Y'all are part of the show.
No, we actually, my boy Stun just did a thing with them, Stun, my artist. He just did,
I want him on. I'm telling you right now.
He gathered a bunch of barbers to do the back-to-school deal that they had going on.
Oh, they had that this year. See, I have not been paying attention to the community lately. My bad. I'll get better. So, is there any shout-outs? Anybody you want to plug? Anybody you want to specifically call out? Just kidding. Don't call anybody out. This is a family show. Just kidding. It's not a family show either.
Just shout out my boy Angelo at Humble Greatness Studios, because that's my man right there. He always got the sound. Always, yeah. But other than that, all the local artists, keep your thing, keep doing your thing. Don't give up. I love hearing, your music, because your music inspires me and it gives me, I feed off of your music. So just keep it up.
Is that like a thing where it's just like support just isn't given locally? What can we do to help you get the support that you need?
Really
Nothing.
just
People like riding waves.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
But exactly, but like you and like we have platforms. And I like to use my platform.
You gotta build your own thing. Once
Yeah.
you build it, that's when they're gonna, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's just what it is.
It's a struggle for many, you
It
gotta start from the
sucks,
middle.
but like, you just gotta find your audience somewhere. If it's not here, you gotta find it somewhere else.
Do you think it's important that your community,
It's important, yeah, but
it's not
usually
given?
they're not there until you already did something.
Do you think, why do you think is that? Why do you think that they wait till last minute? Do you think it's something you're
It's
doing,
not-
or is it
it's not
something that
like-
they're doing?
No, it's not that. It's just like even people that do blow up, that do big things, they still look at them like, man, that dude ain't nothing. He's that same dude I went to school with. He's that same dude that just lived right up the block from me. He ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
even though they do great things, they're still like, You
So
know?
it's basically haters.
Yeah. They're gonna hate. That's just because you're in a different position that, you know, you're not in that same position that you guys were all once in at one point. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
So they're gonna hate on it.
I just ignore it. If they're talking shit about me, I don't know.
I mean,
That's
but
all
lately,
I was like, I don't know if they tell me about my
lately,
podcast.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I feel like lately there's been more love the past few years than it's ever been. You know?
Do you
what I'm
think
saying?
it's because of the age as well?
I think that has to do with it, and I think it has to do with lately. It's more about, you know, the message of like just be yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like back in the day, it was like, oh well, if you don't do this like us, you ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? And I think now it's kind of more like the youngsters are more they're getting pushed more to just like, you know, just be yourself. You don't gotta be like, you know,
Like
your
this person,
neighbor
that
or
person, yeah.
you know, the next kid.
Do you
know
think
what I'm saying?
COVID had a lot to do with that also about the whole support local thing? The reason I say that, because during COVID, everybody came out with their fucking aprons and they make everything, they do everything, they sell everything. Everybody has become their own entrepreneur through this whole COVID thing. So do you think maybe that is also why, you know, like artists, not just music, but even like local artists, anything, like, is that why we're getting more support? Because everybody's now doing their own thing and they all want to support, so they have to give that support to get that, you know, support returned.
Oh no,
I could see that as being a part of it. Yeah. So like, if I support somebody that makes a plate of food, you know, in return they might support my page, they might support my music. So yeah, I could see
that. Some of that food was just not okay. I tried to support. I tried to support as much as I can, but sometimes it's just like, you know, it's not even worth it.
Yeah.
Your T-shirt was not worth $20, ma'am. That washed up and did not come out the dryer looking the same.
That's dirty.
That's not dirty. That's being honest. But I'll still support, you know, like I'll support you one time. If you have a good product, I will support it. And I feel like that's how music should be too. If you have a good song, a good, you know, vibe, because everything now is about vibes.
Yeah.
Have y'all noticed that everything, if it's a good vibe,
True.
they'll buy it, they'll support it. And maybe too, I also noticed that a lot of artists are not humble. You seem very humble.
Oh yeah.
Which is odd to me.
Considering,
real, you know.
Yeah.
He said we are.
No,
We're humble.
I said
We're humble.
real humble. I said
Oh,
real,
him.
real humble.
Oh, I thought you said we.
Nah,
We're humble.
Real humble.
I'm like, yeah,
About
Orlando, you sure are humble.
Nah, I think that's what, like, I'm more like an artist that I feel like that's humble about himself. Like, that's the type of artist I'm like, you know.
You're interested in.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Well, and that's just my thoughts again. I'm here to learn.
Because there's artists, and it's not just artists, just anybody of what you do. Like, there's people, they get on this high horse and they just feel like, oh, I'm doing
something
you
ain't.
I'm great. You know what I'm saying?
I'm doing
like,
something that nobody's doing in this city.
Yeah.
And I'm great. And I'm gonna keep doing it.
Yeah.
And you guys have to, you know, bow down to me and do
like,
what I want to do.
I reach out to people and they're just like, I've had people be like, oh, no, I'm good with what I'm doing right now. Like, oh, okay, shit, cool.
It's like, it's just a suggestion. You don't got to act like that,
shit.
sir.
You know? Yeah. Cool. That's how you feel. Cool.
Pay me like $20.
Salute to you, you know what I'm
and maybe I know a little something,
I see
sir.
you somewhere out there at the top. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, and I think that's also, too, like, a lot of people don't get it in their head. Like, there's room for everybody's glories, you know? Like, there's enough for everybody as long
like
as we all support each other.
Some people tell me, like, oh, well, you done did this or did that. And it's just like, and I look at it like, man, I feel like I ain't done shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm far from where I want to be. Like, nowhere near.
That's how I feel, too, though. Like, there's times where I'm just like, I think I'm doing what I'm doing is right. I don't know if people are actually seeing my content or, you know. So sometimes when people tell me, like, oh, we saw your podcast. When are you having another podcast? And I'm just kind of like, oh, you watch it? Like,
you watch it?
You watch it? You actually watch it? Like, you actually listen to it? Because I just thought it was me fucking around. Because that's ultimately how this all started, which I don't know how you wanted to start your music. It was obviously something that you loved to do prior to everything. And now you're here.
Yeah.
So I don't know Orlando either. So I don't know if he's fucking around too and just decided like, oh, I'm this now. I'm Southwest now.
Nah. Shoot, I grew into this.
I try to stay humble.
You are. For the most part, you are.
For
the most part.
Yeah, because if I wasn't, you would have reached out. I could have been like,
he could have been like, sorry, bitch. I don't know who you are. Nameless.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, peasants.
Later.
So, do you guys have any shout outs? You?
Um,
I know I keep going back and forth. My bad. It's just who I am as a person.
not really.
You don't
Not
have
really.
Dang.
Shout out to my mama.
He probably said fucks off with everybody that's with it.
Yeah, fuck Southwest.
No, don't say that. I was
Damn.
just kidding. I want to shout out to everybody in Wichita, Kansas right now that are grieving through the shooting that we just went through.
Definitely.
A couple of days ago. Yesterday. Was it yesterday or a couple of days ago?
Right,
Monday.
2 days.
Monday, it was
It was
Monday.
Monday. So I just want to shout them out and let everybody know that everything's going to be okay and our city's going to come back to normal and just sending a lot of prayers for everybody because, you know, that kind of stuff usually doesn't happen in a small town. So
I actually did say a shout out on Facebook the other day, yesterday actually. Shout out to, you know, everybody that's in the medical field right now. And it's like
Hell
a lot of
yes.
people ain't talking about it right now. And I just like just hearing that everywhere, not just here, but everywhere. Like they're just all the hospitals are full. You know what I'm saying?
they're
So
packed.
shout out to everybody that's working in the medical field.
And shout out to everybody who's just helping, you know, volunteers. I know like a lot of those places, like medical fields and like fire departments, police departments, they have a whole bunch of volunteers helping with different things for the COVID testing, all that. Shout out to them as well. So this is Apoco Presenta Artistas with my host, Orlando. Go follow us on Twitter. We already went through this, and I don't know why I keep going through this. Just go to my link tree in my bio. It's all there. Y'all can just listen to it there.
Vacilón, ella lo que quiere vacilón. Vacilón, ella lo que quiere